redshirt junior, Mount Pleasant, PA, and he is the one finalist for Keith Gavin and the Panthers, as they will look to regroup over the next couple of weeks and a clean slate in Cleveland. But Pitzer trying to provide the bright spot today for the Panthers.
Pitzer is not the biggest of heavyweights, but he's able to move well, and actually he's pretty strong from the top position. Oh my goodness, that's on the back. This could be it. Lock that up, put him on his back. 7-0 immediately.
3 and a 4 uncorked right out of the gate by Trumble. Sucks him right back in. Pitzer now trying to come through the back door, but wrist control there by Trumble.
Pitzer needs to push that leg away, not to bring it in. And it's going to be hard to come back off of something like this from Isaac Trumble.
Still red.
He's a very controlling heavyweight. Up by 7 points this early it's going to be tough sledding for Pitzer.
Yeah.
This is a completely different wrestler as far as health goes at these ACCs compared to a year ago for Isaac Trumble. Trumble tore his meniscus and MCL in the final duel last year against Virginia Tech. He had no option but to get surgery, and that happened right before the ACCs. He then went on to compete at the NCAAs, where he tore his ACL in the quarterfinal round loss to Wyatt Hendrickson. But he was able to come back, wrestle 4 matches with a torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus, and still earn his spot with his strongest run of his career, an All-American showing, and a 4th place finish at heavyweight. And you hear those stories oftentimes where, they don't disclose the injury when it's happening, but you talk to these athletes and what they go through behind closed doors and the perseverance overcoming an injury like that and still competing at the highest level. It's amazing.
So when people give them grief for not wrestling well or they didn't look like themselves, well, he had a torn ACL. That's why he wasn't himself.
He is riding hard here. Let's see if Pitzer can get something positive, get a little traction in this first period, get out in the closing 30 seconds. It's going to be tough to do, though, in this spot. This is a bigger version of Isaac Trumble this year. He told us he's up about 10 to 15 pounds. He is a veteran of the ACCs. Back-to-back runner-ups, 22 and 23, losing to Nino Bonacorsi, and that's when it was a smaller version of Isaac Trumble back in his 97 days. And a dominant first period, the 3 and the 4, and then a right out for the final 2:20 and a 7-0 lead. Pitzer defers, see what Trumble wants to do, and he will start underneath.
All right, good hold here for me, guys.
I'm not going to say it has nothing to lose, but might as well work when you're up by 7.
Okay, Green, cover legal.
And Pitzer is strong on top, but sometimes you put yourself in positions just to get better. And that claw ride and driving forward. You see the head of Pitzer right on the back of the head. He's looking for that cradle. Almost like baiting him.
Neutral.
8-0, almost 2 minutes of riding time for Trumble, for the number 2 ranked wrestler in the country, trying to solidify a number 2 seed. Here's the great thing about the three-point takedown and a couple near falls. We're back in this match for Pitzer, but I made it sound so easy. It's not that easy to get through on Isaac Trumble because he always has heavy hips. You get in, you have to finish quick, or you have to continue to get on a corner with him.
Down 8 with 48 seconds to go. Pitzer known for his pinning ability, and he is going to need some of the big move magic to get back into it. Tug on the back of the neck of Trumble. Collar tie position, inside collar from Dayton Pitzer. Trumble clears it away.
Going into the third period, I would think Pitzer wants to go neutral as opposed to going back underneath Isaac Trumble.
Final few moments dwindling off the clock, and Trumble with the escape in the second period, 8-0 on top. Stoic look at Keith Gavin, year number 9. He won a national championship at Pitt. Was at 174 pounds. He led Pitt to a share of the ACC title in 23. Panther team that throughout the years has provided a lot of entertainment. The run of Nino Bonacorsi, the 1-2 punch. Stout and Pitzer last year and again this season. Max Stout did not have the type of day that he was hoping, but you can bet he'll be hungrier than ever in a couple of weeks, along with Luca Augustine, Evans, some of these other talented wrestlers for the Panthers, and Gavin will have them ready to roll come Cleveland.
You got to have a short memory. If you don't have the postseason that you want, you can come back and erase everything by having a strong performance at the NCAAs. Keyshawn Clark, years ago.
Yeah, great point.
UNC had an awful ACC tournament, ended up being a national runner-up.
Isaac Trumble in control, up 8, riding time locked as well. He has such an interesting background. He grew up in the Midwest in Nebraska. Here's Pitzer. Had the foot for a moment, but Trumble just too strong, too quick, able to get back to safety. They go back to Isaac Trumble, growing up in Springfield. His parents had both a soybean and corn farm. There's a military component as well with Isaac Trumble. His father was deployed 5 times in the Army. Isaac himself was part of the ROTC program. We were there the night he was commissioned into the Army following a duel back in 2022. He will graduate this coming May, and he told us he will transfer right into the WCAP as his plans.
His immediate plan is to win an NCAA championship. Solid first period, controlling second period, blank Pitzer. He is an ACC champion, but looking to be an NCAA champion. Isaac Trumble, your heavyweight winner.
What a stretch it's been for Isaac Trumble. He was married this offseason. He's going to be welcoming a child here very soon. He will be a father and now an ACC champion. Well done, Isaac Trumble, NC State.